Tonight it's Taco Tuesday on Cooking with Jon. Welcome back, guys. As I said, it's Taco Tuesday. We are going to be making taco. I don't know. It's a different kind of taco than I've ever had. Taco Nortenos with bacon flat tortillas. So we're even making tortillas, guys. So that's what we're starting with. I got my bacon going here. I already robbed a little bit of the grease off that because I needed it for the tortillas. But anyway, that being said, it's cooking away back there, and I got my bacon grease. I cut this recipe in half because it's asking, it makes about 16 tortillas, and I don't need that much. So cut it in half. If you're wondering, that's why it's a smaller quantity. It happens. If you're not familiar with what we do here, guys, I go online every day, find myself a recipe to make. I go out and make it. Well, I don't go out and make it. I go out and get the stuff and come back here and make it. Been doing that all year. Lots of fun stuff, lots of different stuff. Never tried these recipes before. Not familiar with this one at all, but hey, I'm willing to give it a shot. Should be good. It's from Bon Appetit, and as I said, it is Taco Nortenos with bacon flat flour tortillas. Sounded like an interesting one, so I figured, what the heck. Alright, so let's get to this. We got our bacon cooking, so we got our tortillas back, our bacon cooking back there. Got my saucepan here. It tells me to heat in my saucepan. Where are we? Bring oil, 3/4 cup of milk, and reserve 2 tablespoons of bacon fat to a simmer in a small saucepan. Be careful not to boil. Alright, so instead of the oil, I got less of everything here, guys. So we got our oil, our milk, and our 3/4 cup of bacon fat, I believe it says. Bacon fat and simmer in a small simmer. Grab that here so we can simmer this away. Bring oil, 3/4 cup of milk, reserve bacon, simmer in the saucepan. So we're going to throw that in there and we'll get that simmering for a second here. And it says be careful not to boil. So we'll be careful not to boil it. So that's heated up alright. Like I already had the pan fairly warm, so I think it should be okay. That mixture should heat up pretty quickly. Next it tells us immediately remove from heat. Whisk baking powder, salt, and 3 cups of flour into a medium mixing bowl. I got my mixing bowl. As I said, all my things are lessened, so there's my flour. Make sure that's not boiling. It's not boiling. So we got our salt and our baking powder in the bowl. This mixture should be hot already, as the pan was quite warm. So we'll turn that off and we'll pop that into the bowl. And then it says pour in hot milk mixture and a remaining cup of remaining milk and mix it with hands till shaggy dough forms. So throw that in and the remaining of our milk's mixture. And we're going to knead that with our hands until a shaggy, ooh, that's one. I wonder why. Just came off the stove. Till a shaggy dough forms. Not a Scooby-Doo dough, but a shaggy dough. I just kidding, of course. So then it tells us after that to flour a workstation and turn dough into a lightly floured workstation and knead until smooth and elastic, about 4 minutes. Wrap in plastic and let rest at room temperature about an hour. So that's what we're going to do. So that is definitely a shaggy dough right now. Very nice and moist, that's for sure. Give my bacon a stir in a second here. Alright, so we need some. Alright, so that's a shaggy dough. I'll just need to wash my hands, guys, and I'll be right back in a second. Looking confused here, aren't I? Alright guys, my hands are clean and I got a floured workstation now. Perfect. We also have a bacon stirred around a little tiny bit because, well, it's probably a good idea. So we'll get that out there, or knead that for about 3 or 4 minutes until it's nice and elasticy and smooth. So, what we're going to do, we're going to let it sit after that for an hour, so it says. Anyway, wow, this is some sticky dough. Holy hell. Oh, it's supposed to be that sticky, guys. I cut the water back, I cut everything back. I'm having a real dough problem here the last couple of episodes I've had. My pizza the other day go wrong with my dough. Yeah, I think it needs more flour, guys. I apologize for this. Changing up recipes again. I don't know, I think cutting the recipe, I may have screwed it up a little bit with the flour content. It's hard to say. Now I got flour everywhere. This is going to be a floury one, boys and girls. That's okay. That happens. So, transfer that back to that bowl. I hope that this works out. I think it should. The dough is actually quite nice and elasticy now. Said I think me cutting the recipe may have caused an issue with the flour. Shouldn't have, because I mean the moisture content's the same that was in there. But hey, if that's the case, that's the case. Add a bit more flour, becomes elasticy, and I can work with it. That's fine. No big deal. I don't think there's gonna be any harm, no foul. So we'll do that. It seems pretty decent now. I know that was a pretty quick knead there, but it seems to have pretty elasticy and still sticky as hell, but that's alright. So put that in there and then cover that with a cloth and let that sit for an hour. And I'll be cleaning up for a bit. Trying to get all this stuff off the damn counter. That's okay though. It's a broom's room for. Alright, so put that aside and we will cover that at room temperature for about an hour. And we'll be back. We're ready to go on our filling, guys. Alright guys, we're ready to cook our steak. I've had it sitting out for about an hour with salt and pepper on it at room temperature. Then it tells us to grill it on both sides till it's about 100 degrees Celsius in the center, or medium, or rare, I guess it was. So it takes about, where is it? It says, skillet, no, that's the tortillas. It says about 5 minutes per second. So that's what we're doing. Just throw that on. So our steak's ready. Our dough is sitting over here. It's coming, it's resting, it's fine. So we're coming right along on this. After this is done, we're going to make our dough. And we'll be right along our way with these tacos, guys. Hey, if you like what they're seeing, don't forget to throw those thumbs up, guys. And don't forget that subscribe button as well. Anything you want to see make something different? You never know. Just throw in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to let these cook for a little bit, and we will be back when the steak is ready. Half-inch dough balls, I only got half the recipe. I got 8 dough balls. So that's what I'm making. It says to roll them in about 6-inch floured little tortilla shells on a floured surface. So that's what we're up to right now. We're going to roll these out. See how it works out for us. And grill them on a grill for a couple minutes until they're bubbly. Got a tiny bit of experience with this now. It's not unlike the naan recipe that I did the other day. So, it means I've got experience here, which is an amazing thing, eh? Well, quite a bit of experience. However, they aren't getting as big as I like them to. But, we'll see how this works out. I'm thinking it's going to turn out fine. We'll find out in a minute. So it tells us to grill these little buggers after this and keep the other ones covered with a kitchen towel. I think it probably wants me to make all of them at once, but I'm going to do one at a time for now. Just for, display purposes. You can chuck that bad boy on there. And it says a couple minutes. And I have to watch the heat on this. So it's supposed to bubble at the bottom, and then you pop the bubbles, and then you flip it over and cook the other side. So that's what we're going to do. I got one on there now. Grab another little dough guy here, we'll go work on the next one. Pat them out. Pat a cake, baker's man. Well, not really a baker, so I guess that doesn't really work. That's okay though. I can pretend. Alright, come on, buddy. Sticking my counter a little tiny bit. I guess probably need a bit more flour under it. Pat her out a bit. Kind of an interesting little process. I've seen a machine at Lone Star make these before. Figured a machine can do it, so can I. But, I guess it's made to make them, and I'm probably not, so. Maybe we'll just toss like pizza here. Something like that. Pop this bad boy on too. We got 2 of them on the go at once. They may be a little small, it's hard to say. Look like taco shells. See if they heat up. Cook like taco shells, we'll find out in a minute. As I said, I only got 8 of them, so got those on, let them go away, and we'll roll one more out, I guess, for us. We're sitting here. As I said, guys, if you like what you're seeing, throw those thumbs up. Don't forget that. Don't forget that subscribe button. That's very important. We love subscribers. Well, everyone gets to see us. We like that. So, as I said, it's not really a cooking show, guys, here. It's more of a challenge, that we're doing to see what we can make and see the different flavors we can try and all that sort of stuff. Kind of an interesting little journey, to tell you the honest truth. All sorts of flavors we've had so far. And it's a new dish completely. I've never tried this kind of tacos. Like, obviously I've had tacos. You've seen me have tacos. I've made them before. I've never made the shells from scratch before. This is an absolute first for me. That one looks a little bigger. Let's see how we're doing over here with these bad boys. Don't want to neglect them. Pull it off, flip it over. Oh, it's browning up a little tiny bit. My heat might be a little on the low side. It's hard to say. Let that see if they bubble away a little bit like they're supposed to. So we're going to let those cook, guys. We're going to roll the rest of these out and we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. It is a bit smokier in here, but our tortillas are finished. Anyway, so I'll give you a show of one of those, see what they look like. What do you guys think of them? I don't know, they're not perfect, but they kind of look like tortillas. I think they will work for our purpose nicely. Nice and warm, looking good. Anyway, on to the next step. It says for us to heat our oil in a skillet, the bacon fat reserve on high, medium high, and add onions and garlic and season with salt and pepper. Cook stir. Okay, so I got my oil and all that in here. Chuck my onion in. I know it's a bit of overkill, this pan is, guys, but that's about the best one I had for the purpose. It said some garlic as well, and some salt and pepper, some kosher, and some fresh ground pepper in there. And we're going to cook that for about 5 minutes, it says, until the onions are soft. I don't know exactly how this is going to work out with such a bigger pan, given what they look like in the picture, but hey, I'm going to find out what it's going to work, how it's going to work out. So it says to cook those off for about 5 minutes. Our steak has all been nicely cut here too, guys, looking beautiful. Got all our other stuff laying around, waiting just to go in the pan. So we're going to fry our onions up. And that'll be about 5 minutes on those, and we will be cooking those for 5 minutes. Then we're going to add our jalapenos, I believe. It's softened for about 5 minutes. Add the chilies, cook stirring often until chilies are softened and the onions are golden brown, and about another 5 minutes. Then we're going to add our tomatoes, until they're very soft, like a ragu, 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're going to mix in the steak and get all the juices together and all that. So, that is the plan. Got our onions cooking away there nicely. And we'll be back in a sec when they're ready to go, guys. Okay, onions are looking good, guys, so now it tells us to add our jalapenos. That's a couple of sliced jalapeno peppers there, and we're going to cook those until they're nice and soft as well. Another 5 minutes, so let's throw them everywhere if we can. Got jalapeno and the bacon all over the counter and everywhere else, so I guess we'll pull those out. Grab none of our bacon here. Jalapeno bacon, guys. Who doesn't like spicy bacon? Hey? That's a good stuff. So we're going to cook those for about 5 minutes until they are nice and tender and soft, it says. Fry those up. And now we've added our jalapenos. Mix that up, and then next is our tomatoes, guys. Alright guys, our peppers are ready, so now it tells us to add our tomatoes and cook those for about 15 minutes until they're nice and soft. And the sauce is somewhat like a ragu, so a thick kind of tomatoey, oniony / peppery sauce. So we've got the tomatoes in. We'll give them about 10-15 minutes, and that should be pretty much there. I think this is going to be a nice one, guys. I'm kind of looking forward to these tacos. Nice homemade fresh ones. Never made those before. As I said, I seen a machine making it at one of the restaurants. Lone Star, I believe, was at one point. And I think theirs is probably flatter than mine, but hey, it was a machine, so what do you expect, right? Making them like a machine, I'm just making them like me, so hey, whatever. Anyway, we're going to let that cook off, and we'll be back in a minute when we're ready to go on the next step, guys. Next step's the steak. Should be good. Alright, welcome back, guys. Our tomatoes are nice and soft, kind of a ragu-y paste sort of thing going on here. So it tells us now to add our steak in with all its juices and whatnot into the mix, along with our reserve bacon, because who doesn't like reserve bacon? Mix that up, and to chuck the cilantro in there too, guys. So, get that all mixed up here and here. Break the steak up a little bit. It's got the pieces stuck together. If you're wondering what I was doing. Alright, so we got that all mixed in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Chuck our cilantro in. That's a 1/4 cup about. Somewhere in there. Cut myself a couple times cutting herbs in the last little while, guys. So I was very careful this time, so I'm happy to report I did not cut my finger with the cilantro. I did it back-to-back nights with Italian parsley where I nipped my finger. Same finger, which is why I have a band-aid. So, we got that on. It says to let it heat up for about a minute, so it doesn't need very long on there. And then, to add our cheese and broil it. So, we'll turn the broiler on for a minute here. Start. So we're going to let that, pull that off. That should be heated up. That is hot. Darn broiler. Alright, so we're going to add a bit of cheese to the top of this. I'm going to chuck it in to broil for a minute, and we should be about there. I realized I didn't use the whole pan. It was a little overkill, that pan was, guys, but hey, sometimes overkill's the name of the game. It's what you have sometimes, not what you don't. I'm not a professional kitchener. I don't have all the nifty gadgets that they have. But I wish I did. Kind of neat. So we'll chuck that in there and let that broil. And we will be right back with our tacos when they are ready to go, guys. In just a minute. Welcome back, guys. Our tacos are out. They're looking good. It's a messy, I think it's going to be a little bit of a messy endeavor, but I'm hoping she tastes good. That's the point of it. As I said, I've never had these, so I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be like, but I'm hoping this is what they're supposed to be like. We're going to find out. Well, that's not what they're supposed to be like. I made a damn good screw up, so I think that's what they're supposed to be like. Wow, they are good. Anyway, that's my new favorite taco. This has been Cooking with John. Hey, if you like what you see, guys, throw those thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Anything you want to see me make in the future, just throw in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. All the different sorts of stuff we're making here, so got any ideas for me? Just let me know. Wow, these tacos are good. I'm really happy with how they turned out. And, well, we'll be seeing you. Bye for now.